Hi there, it's Ryan G. Wright with DoHardMoney.com. And today I want to talk about where to find good residential properties. It's a question that I get asked all the time. And I think the misconception in real estate investing is that finding properties is the easy part. And I'm here to tell you that it's simple. The process is simple. Find something, needs work, add a discount, fix it up, sell it for a profit, turn it into a rental, wholesale the property. It's simple. The process is simple, but it's not easy because it actually takes a lot of work. And finding the properties is really the number one job of a real estate investor. And that's where a lot of people get mixed up, is they think, I'll just delegate my success to a real estate agent, and that is not the way to do it. Now, occasionally an agent can find a property, and occasionally a wholesaler can find a property for you, but that's not something you want to actually bank on. The other thing is, finding properties off the MLS is the most difficult way to find properties. The reason is it's supply and demand. Once a property goes on the MLS, millions of people are able to see that property, more than millions. The whole world can see that property. So the key to finding good residential properties is going after off-market properties. And so that's gonna require doing some marketing and doing some sales skills, which basically means you wanna find properties that have two things. You wanna make sure they have motivation, and you wanna make sure they have equity. Now, a third thing that can be really, really helpful if they have it is the property's in need of work. That's just icing on the cake. But you can make a deal even with these other things. So equity and motivation are really the two things. So what you need to do is find people that have equity and motivation. So typically that could be out-of-state owners or non-owner occupied. Those guys could have equity and have motivation, and you're gonna need some software to help you out to do that. So that's how you're going to find the very best properties, is going after people that have equity and have motivation. Equity meaning how much they owe versus how much the property's worth. The second thing that we're dealing with is motivation, which means the ownership or the way they own that property is going to tell you they probably are going to have motivation. So like an out-of-state owner, as long as it's not in a vacation property area. One of the things I like to use is Investor's Edge software. It actually calculates an approximate amount of what the property's worth and an approximate amount about how much is actually owed, because you have to do a reverse amortization to figure that out. So it'll give you an idea, enough for marketing purposes. And then you can sort by vacant properties or non-owner occupieds or estate sales or divorces or whatever the case is, and then you have equity and motivation. The next step then is just to go contact these people, either by knocking on their doors, sending them a letter, sending them a postcard, doing a voice broadcast, shooting them an email, and then getting in front of them and saying, hey, would you be interested in selling your property? So here's some great ways that you can find residential properties that are better than what you might be looking at right now, and it's really the key to being successful as a real estate investor. My name's Ryan G. Wright with DoHardMoney.com. Come check us out if we can be of help to you in any way. Otherwise, make it a very profitable day.